What's up? How's it going, everyone? Happy Tuesday to you. Is anybody else thrown off by the holiday yesterday? Was Labor Day yesterday? Cheers, by the way. It's about to get real. Opened up my can. Just curious what you did yesterday for your holiday. Drop down into the comments. Let me know. Again, happy Tuesday to you. I'm joining you from the great state of Iowa. I'm so excited to be here. Let me know where you're joining in from. And hey, if you get value from this video, drop down, let me know, share it to your timeline, tag anyone you would like to, because sharing is caring, right? I said that to my kids and they said, Sharon's caring. Who's Sharon? No, sharing is caring. I mean, maybe Sharon is caring too. I don't know. But okay, let's get into it, you guys. I wanted to talk about a topic. There are certain closing methods that people enjoy. One of them is the scale closing method. Have you heard of this? Drop down, let me know. Drop a 1 if you've heard of the scale closing method. Drop a 2 if you have not. And hey, while you're down there in the comments, let me know if you're joining live or on the replay. Say hello. Either way, and if you're watching replay, put a little replay down there. So I've been working from home successfully since 2009, growing my business while growing my kids. And I've been in network marketing about 4.5 years, got to the top 5% of my previous company, just started with another one a few months ago. And I gotta say, closing is actually one of my favorite things to do. I know some people hate closing, but I think here's why you probably hate it. First of all, if you hate closing, drop a 3 in the comments below. And I think why you may probably hate closing, because I used to hate it too, but you may hate closing because to you, closing may feel like you are pushing someone into something that they don't want to do. Is that right? Does that feel right? Because that's how I used to feel about closing. I used to feel like that sleazy car salesman who was trying to push somebody into something, and it just felt awkward and strange and weird until I learned the power of asking questions. Because here's the thing, it's not about, we all know, it's not about actually closing someone and getting them to do something they don't want to do. What it's about is closing and finding those people who are truly right for your product, who are truly right for your business, supporting them, getting them to where they want to be, and those whom it's not, that's okay. Like, that is okay, right? It's not for them. It may be for someone they know, it may not be, but it's all about, closing is actually about sorting through, sorting, sifting, supporting. It's what I talk about all the time, sorting, sifting, and supporting. So I'm going to teach you a method that I actually love, and it is a little bit of a twist on the old-fashioned scale method. A lot of you may have heard that method. Again, let me know if you've heard of the scale method, where you say in your closing, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to getting started? And that person will give you a number, and then you say, well, what's it going to take to get you to a 10? Have you heard of this before? If you've heard of this, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I think I said, I can't remember what number I said. So now we'll just say 4. Drop a 4 if you've heard of it before. But I'm sure all of you have. It's a very common closing method, and it can produce results. But I'm going to teach you a way that produces even greater results in your business. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to explain to you the methodology of why it actually works and why it actually works really well. So before we get into that, I want to say hello to some people. Rebecca, Christy, Jennifer, great to see you on here. So excited that you're joining in. And again, as you're joining in, pop down in the comments and let me know you're here. Share it with those that you think could get value. Okay, so let's dig in. Okay, first of all, I'm going to start by saying I actually don't like the term closing. I feel like we should always be closing those that we're talking with. And what do I mean by that? I feel like we should always be asking them questions every point along the way in the journey, right? But let's say you've been asking your prospect questions, whether that be for your product or your opportunity, and you're kind of getting to that point where you really can't tell if they're actually going to get started or like what else they need. You know, have you been there? Have you been in that situation before? Drop a 5 if you've been in that situation where you feel like the conversation has been going well and then it kind of stalls and you don't know what's going on. Like, you search around for them in your Facebook Messenger or whatever method you're using to communicate with your prospects, and like they've done a Houdini and you don't know where they are, you don't know what's going on. So here's a really great question. Again, it starts with that scale question, you know, hey, so-and-so, we've been talking about this product or this business and whether or not it's right for you. And I'm just curious, On a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you in, we'll just say for this one, starting your business. How close are you in starting your business? So let's say you're talking to Susie. You ask Susie that question, and Susie responds, and she says, I think I'm about an 8. Great. Awesome. So you're going to say back to Susie, you're going to say, that's fabulous, Susie. Now I'm just curious why you chose an 8 and not a lower number. Here's where it gets interesting, because what's going to happen is that Susie's going to tell you all the reasons she chose to be at an 8 on your 1 to 10 scale, and not a lower number. She's going to tell you all the reasons why. Let's say we're talking about the business. She's going to tell you all the reasons she likes about the business, right? So again, you're going to start out, you're going to say, hey, Susie, I know you're interested in this business. We've had a good conversation. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at right now with joining this business? Susie's going to say, I think I'm about an 8. And you're going to say, oh, that's cool. What made you choose an 8 and not a lower number? Susie's going to come back and tell you all the reasons why she thinks the business is an 8. She might say things like, gee, I really like the comp plan. I really like that I don't have to build with a team. That's one of the reasons people say to me all the time with our business. I don't have to build a team, or I can build it in the pockets of my time, or I can grow it from my phone, right? And so what's happening is that Susie's not only telling you all the reasons she likes your business, but Susie's actually telling herself. See, this is where it gets really interesting. I love psychology. I love how the brain works. And what's interesting is that, we can hear all day long from someone else why something might be right for us. But at the end of the day, it's the power of our own voice that really can flip the switch faster than any other voice out there. So as Susie is telling you all the reasons why she's an 8, she's also telling herself, and she in fact is convincing herself, telling herself all the reasons why this is for her. Are you catching my drift? If you're catching my drift, drop a 6 in the comments below, or shoot up some hearts, some thumbs up, some emojis, whatever you got going on there. But I love this technique because, like I said, Susie's going to start telling herself all the reasons why, oh my gosh, this is really great for me, right? And so what you do after that is, after she shared with you all the reasons why she's at an 8, you obviously, of course, agree with her. And then you ask her, okay, well, that's cool, Susie. You've told me all these great reasons why you're at an 8. What does it take to then get you to a 10? So you see what I did? I combined the old and the new scale method together. Cool, huh? Because then after she's told you all the reasons why she's at an 8, she's going to have less of a reason to not be at a 10. Does that make sense? This works like a freaking charm, you guys. I'm going to give you another example in a second, but I want to answer a question that I'm sure most of you are thinking about. Okay, so in this scenario, Susie gave an 8, but what if Susie gives like a 5? It still works with a 5, you guys, because she's going to tell you all the reasons she didn't choose a 4. In fact, the only time it doesn't work very well is if someone gives you a 1 or a 0, and in that case, you probably don't want them in your business, right? Like, you probably don't want those people anyway. So in that case, you can let them know, hey, you know what? You may want to be a customer for my business instead, right? Because you never want to be pulling someone along in your business. So this scale method is ingenious. I freaking love it. It helps you really sift through those who are right for your business, those who aren't for your business, and it really helps those who are right for your business convince themselves. You don't have to do any of the talking. They do all the talking. They convince themselves why they are right for your business. Sweet, huh? Give me a high five. Okay, another example. Let's say we're talking about your product. Let's say you have a weight loss product like we do, and you're talking with somebody. Give me a name. What's a name I can use? Who am I talking with? Give me a name. Hi, Emily. Hi, Tabitha. What's up, Christy? Somebody give me a name I can use in this example. I'm talking with someone about my weight loss product. Who am I talking with? Who should I be talking to? Okay. So I'm talking with someone about my weight loss product. Pop in a name. Am I getting comments? I don't know. Okay, I don't even know if comments are working. So I'm just going to say that you are talking with Bob. Let's say you're talking with Bob, because I used a girl in the last example. Let's use a boy in this example. Let's say you're talking with Bob about your weight loss product, okay? You've been having a great conversation about it, and it's kind of getting a little quiet, and so you're just going to ask Bob, hey, Bob, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to getting started with this product? He's going to give you an answer. Let's say Bob gives you the answer of 6, okay? So you're going to say, well, that's cool. So Bob, I'm just curious, why did you give it a 6 and not a lower number? Bob's going to then tell you all the reasons why he gave your product a 6. He's going to tell you all the reasons why your product is right for him and why he rated it as a 6. He's going to maybe say things like, it's convenient, it's simple, there's no crazy workouts, right? No crazy jitters, things like that. You're going to totally agree with him. Like, yeah, Bob, I totally agree with that. That's why I love it too. Are you ready to get started? Boom, done. Easy, simple, right? Or he's going to tell you all those reasons why he loves it. You're going to agree with him. You're going to be like, so what else do you need? What else do you need to get started? At that point, Bob has done so much convincing in his own mind to you and to himself subconsciously that there's really less resistance to what else he needs to get started. Is this cool or what, you guys? This has been so amazing in my helping people to get started. I love this technique. I think it's absolutely genius. I cannot claim credit for it. I learned this from Entre Leadership. It's a podcast. I learned it from them years ago, and it's worked wonders in my business. I absolutely love it. I love teaching about it because it really helps people understand where they're at. It really helps them understand why they're drawn to their product, to your product, why they're drawn to your opportunity. So if you got value out of this, please drop down into the comments. I don't think comments are coming on, but drop down into the comments. Let me know. Tag a friend. Share this to your timeline. And if you're not already in our group, this is airing in a bunch of different places. So if you're not already in our group, drop me a message. I will get you over in that group for network marketers. And I hope this has been helpful. I love connecting with y'all, and I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. Bye.